When you close your eyes as a new graduate and want to find the right place to work, this is exactly what it is.
I wasn't even trying to go out of state. I was trying to stay in Iowa, where I was from, but this opportunity was too good to pass up, so I came all the way out here to Ohio for it.
We basically can take a person right out of school with very little surgical training or training in communication skills or internal medicine, start them off with the very basics, and at the end of a year we can have them completely competent and confident with their communication skills. We have the people and the resources and the caseload to support that, and so we can accelerate the maturation process of the new grad so that they become a seasoned veterinarian very quickly.
What I think the Animal Care Centers is great at is the people. Working with everybody just kind of really put you at ease. So it creates a nice collaborative working environment. We're always working together, and sometimes you don't even notice you're working.
And that's a really helpful environment just to help with learning and to make the client care better too.
We started Animal Care Centers in 1980. I started with a little tiny Cape Cod house that I actually heated over the winter with a kerosene heater, and we've grown to 3 very large facilities, 15 to 20 doctors.
You get to do everything that a normal veterinarian would. You're not treated as an intern, you're treated as a doctor.
Obviously we have a high standard of care here that we work to exceed every day. We do a great job at it with with all the equipment and training.
We offer a lot of different care options, compared to the normal clinic. We have a pool. Not a lot of clinics in the area have what's called hydrotherapy or water therapy. We have laser surgery. We have what's called a cold laser therapy, which is good for chronic arthritis, things like that. We also have ultrasound. We have digital radiographs. And if you name the hardware that you want, we most likely have it within our network of clinics.
The Animal Care Centers has made me a pretty good veterinarian to this point. I feel much more confident seeing numerous cases.
What you get from vet school is completely different from what you get from these senior clinicians. It's kind of where the rubber meets the road. The mentorship program from that perspective is great. You learn very quickly. From a surgical perspective, learning how to do surgery efficiently and quickly, we kind of take the approach of you see a surgery, you do a surgery, and then you teach a surgery.
When you are faced with teaching someone else a procedure that you've learned to do, you really have to know what you're doing to answer questions that maybe you didn't think of. So the watch one, do one, teach one method works very well.
That's not something they can really teach you in school. It's something you kind of have to get your own hands-on experience with and just get in there and start doing it.
You start out just doing simple spay and neuter surgeries. Eventually, as you get more time and experience under your belt, you do more in-depth surgeries such as amputations, enucleations, some complex mass removals, things like that. All of those are under the watch of your senior clinician. They're there for you every step along the way.
Everyone's always available. There's somebody there that can help you and is always willing to answer your questions. You're not annoying anybody. That's what they're here for, is to help you out.
Animal Care Centers works with the shelters here in Cincinnati quite a bit, and working with repetition from the high caseload really helps to reinforce a lot of the principles that we've learned in school.
Getting to practice on a shelter animal, that gives you that experience, but also you're giving back to the community, which makes you feel good.
These pets are awesome when they're running around wagging their tails and happy to see you, so you get really happy to see them too.
I feel like students are paying a pretty high price for their education already, and we feel that we can make them productive by virtue of our training program in very short order. So we feel that they deserve a good salary that is not anywhere near what a typical internship salary is.
Work-life balance is the same way too. You don't have to work crazy long 13-hour shifts and then be back in the morning again. Like, it's a very basic, normal hour job with no on-calls, so when you're home, you're home.
So we have the structure, we have the program, we've got the facilities, we've got the doctors that are willing to teach you, and we've got the caseload for you to get enough practice. If you're passionate about being the best veterinarian you can be and are willing to be coached and led by a team that has done this many times before, you can join our team. We'd love to have you.
Believe what you're reading as far as the mentorship program goes. Believe it when you get opinions from the doctors and staff here about what it's like working here. It's a great experience.
Sounds like it's too good to be true. It's not. It's exactly what they say it is. It's the perfect internship.